Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom from SBR Picks, and every weekly Phelps and myself break down the biggest headlines in European football. And the breaking news today is that UEFA will take no action against CSKA Moscow, who allegedly allowed fans into the closed doors match, which saw Manchester City draw to Moscow in their Champions League fixture. Could this have affected the outcome of the game, Lee?
No, I don't think so. And Vincent Kompany said as much in the interview. I watched the interview live where he complained about the fans being allowed. It wasn't so much he complained about the fans being allowed in. He complained about the fact that Manchester City fans weren't allowed in. A lot of Manchester City fans had bought tickets for that game, and it wasn't announced until quite late that they wouldn't be able to go in. And I don't know if you saw any of the pictures, but there was a big apartment block behind the stadium, Kimki Arena, and a lot of the Man City fans had hired out apartments in there so they could watch the game from the apartment. Now, it's a bit unfair. Why would they have to do that when there's maybe 600 CSKA Moscow fans have been allowed in because they've obviously bought the tickets. So, yeah, but I don't think it'd affect, we're talking about a stadium that holds tens of thousands of people. Would it make any difference if there were another 300 fans in there? I can't see that. City were poor on the night. They didn't do the job, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, well, Manchester City had the lead at half-time, and I can imagine they were very disappointed with their 2-2 draw, a match they really needed to win. They were the favourites to qualify, along with Bayern Munich from Group E, and they now have fallen below Roma, and they're priced 2 now. Can they still do it, or is it all over, Lee?
No, they can still do it. I mean, Roma have got to play Bayern Munich again, this time in Germany. If they lost 7-1 at home, maybe 14-2. In Germany, I don't know. But, it's a terrible result. I can't see them getting anything in Germany at all against Bayern Munich. So that means Roma remain on 4 points after the next group of games. Manchester City have got CSKA Moscow at home. They won't make the same mistake again this time. What happened to Manchester City, I think, and I watched the game, was that it was so easy for them. They were 2-0 up. They were strolling the game, and suddenly, you see this a lot in sport. When a team or a player switches off mentally, it's very hard to switch back on again. And they just couldn't get going again. Once CSKA got that first goal, They found it difficult. And then obviously the penalty and la la la. So look, City won't make that mistake in Manchester against CSKA Moscow. I think they win that game. They go on to 5 points. Roma are on 4 points. Now Roma have then got to go to Moscow, and City play Bayern Munich. Huge games. The final game, of course, is Manchester City in Rome. It'll all come down to that game. So, who knows? I mean, it's very difficult to say that far ahead, isn't it? You're looking forward to early December to see what happens in that game. Roma's form might have dipped after that disastrous loss to Bayern Munich. Man City might have improved. Who knows? But on the betting right now, I'd take Manchester City over Roma just because they're a bigger price.
Really, I have to say, unfortunately, I think my money would go for Roma at this point. But I do hope they can turn it around, and we'll see. Lee Phelps, thank you for joining us today.
No problem.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.